Da, 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 da. Bum, 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 bum. So I was gonna have like music playing in the background, and then I forget that copyright and all the time you spent addressing stuff. Let me get address it because I'm not a well known factor. You try to make money. Oh, blue voice, and I know you can't use that song back then. I ain't sure. These things are being heard. Hold on, mic check. Check, 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 check.
Awesome!
I give you nothing. That's how I remember the title this time around. What did happen is that if anything heavy enter a person's mind space, and we got like all these different outlets you can do. Drawings one, drawings one. If writing's one, writing's one. If there's something else. And it came with yesterday. That's how fast the thought works. I was talking about it yesterday. Only, only not bad. And today, it was like writing and drawing, and I said both of them. That's what I was getting to. And I was like, people have indoctrinated themselves into plenty of things. One of these say things be drawing or writing. And then what you do out of the enjoyment of either or until it becomes work, and then you're like, and that's the hard type of work, the work that don't get no money. I don't even feel like sharing all the pieces of paper that you wrote on. Drawing is no big deal. Nobody's paying for pieces of paper unless they know the artist. Yeah. When I was on the art scene and stuff, selling art, paintings, and drawings. I ain't sell a thing. I sold one thing. It was on like, what was that app? offer up. He's like, yeah, it would look really nice in my bathroom. And, wait, I like joints. Match the color. There's a fiery lady I painted upon. Was that one? Nah, it was the one with the rose. It was a blue rose and I oil pastel it. It was a blue flower. And there was a woman standing next to the blue flower. And then I colored over it with pastel. And I framed a bunch of them. It was only like four of them I did like that. Full on pastel. But if you're like doing all that and then nobody buys it, that means they're planning on stealing it. And boy, were they successful. How you people strange. None of the big ones. I have none of the big ones. Well, that's how it's like at junkyards. Usually they throw stuff away. The person go through that, like kinetic energy and the way things go bumping and like it's dangerous. Ancient cooties and type of dangerous. They're like the trash compactor coming on and you're in it dangerous. Not like that. The guy came to the store, it was all like coughing all over the place. And some ladies came to the store as well. They weren't coughing. Not like they left out coughing, but entirely that's the goal. You go anywhere. Anyway, the guy's notably just not a customer. I'll walk your aisle getting donuts. So, eh, I don't even know if it was our donuts usually, but the behavior itself was already screwed away from me. And we doubled up on it, and he was just coughing, not covering his mouth. I told him about it immediately. Because I want to go and get some disinfectant spray, and I'm going to disinfect the store after you leave for this mindless behavior that you're displaying and not making a purchase, coughed and laughed. I did check out and two ladies. They had their mouth covered at this point with their shirts and jackets. And he walked off out the store coughing, laughing. And I went and got some disinfectant spray. And it's just that. It's like a jet with chemtrails. which was like being light bulb in the head. Maybe that's what's going on. I'm just disinfecting the air. I don't think it's poison or chemicals. Disinfecting the air. You've been in certain areas where the air just stinks. It reeks. It's hard to breathe. Face mask is definitely required. Or an occasional shirt over face. Not like when helicopters, helicopter propeller by and you get a little woozy and yell out to the crowd, does anybody else feel what the fuck just happened? They give you combat training in everyday life of people who just sick enough to want everybody to go down sick with them. Disgusting cult being built. And initiate you and try to get you to convert via coughing in your face around you. Just plain on sick with like the sickness pouring out your pores. And you can smell it, you can feel it. You shouldn't be up walking around, especially going to stores full of confidence that you're not going to buy anything, just spread your sickness. So I guess I do give. Careful out there. It's sick. Whoa, 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 whoa. Is it time for some? I might be in a D minor, but it's okay. I have to go along. Started off in C major, how it be? Don't ask me if I know, I don't know. I just heard it when I just switched those keys. I stopped myself from cursing. Not necessary. And before I even got on here, I was speaking about it. Where did all the release go? With those things on my mind. I did enough complaining on Facebook. I think my point is suffice. Because Mo Better Blues started gaining lyrics. I'm no longer whistling anymore. Yeah, I was doing that at work. It was hard. I was trying to do some like type of beginning story or origin story to Bleak and Wesley Snipes character. Darkness, everybody, darkness. And I was playing the trumpet and attempting the saxophone. And the amazing thing, I forget who father's or parents' house they was at. Nah. I do remember because remember how it started off and Bleak was all like, Bleak. Come on now, come on, man, come out and play. And then man, like he's doing his trumpet lessons. Get on, get out. Yeah, but yeah, it was that part. So there had been that Bleak house in Wesley Snipe. But this is before the trumpet came into play. And it was just sounding the instruments off with their voices alone. And Bleak father was like, "We gotta get those instruments from." The door was closed. Mm-hmm. Let me see. See if I can. So enough of that. That first time I did it, it was way cooler. Everybody was in sync. The store was completely white. And it's like a domino effect. I felt it, but God damn, I almost forgot where I was. Beep. How you doing today? Um, I'm good. Let me just. I get. Okay. It is anyway. The discomfort of outside. It's the hardness of the wind that helps me freeze my fingers to grip one by one, and the intentions of twisting and twisting. The wind hardens everything immediately, and it also works as warmth for my hands because of friction, twisting, twisting. And unlike my moments of silence, I talk. It's like right now. I sit down at the monument and drink a beer or two, get back, wave to people that also sits in the area, congregate. Everybody had their moments when they're like meeting each other. We like met each other like 3 times. It was just like, all right, it's enough of that. And just like not hanging out. One time, it was pretty cool. It was like a concert happening right there. A bunch of people was doing opera. I thought that was awesome. I recorded some of it on the phone, like hours long. And it just sat there. It was like the second time we met. And he was with his friend, his brother. And his brother shows up. He always got the look on his face. You better not be trying to take my brother. Yeah, we are always like, we're not even those type of people. Uh, well, when the generation, whatever, Z, E, F, G, elemental P, your S, don't care. I don't care how it's categorized anymore. It's the pondering and asking folks who just casually sit at the monument anyway with some type of routine of drinking 2 beers and just talking it off. Showed up in an interview with the fella. Was asking all the questions. I was like, they probably think I was just like extremely drunk, extremely high. And I'm just sitting here talking about some of the most interesting things. And people just, I just gotta know, I just gotta know, I just gotta know. Like, no, come on, man, you just can't bother people. Just like, hey, you right there talking. Couldn't help but notice some of the things you did say. We was just wondering. Come on, get you, man. Stupid, bro. I told you, man. Just how many licks does it take to get to the center of this head Tootsie Roll Pop? You gotta be brutally honest. Every human can detect a lie nowadays, so don't do it. Lie. Give them all the answers. And what you receive and the experience will clear up the rest. Not a factor of believing and all. And also, what the fuck does anybody even know? giving alcohol such a bad rep, other than like destroying your body from the inside on a daily basis. But what doesn't? You know, sitting up here trying to live your best healthy life, and then I refuse to live a healthy life starting off, and then like just got from drinking and stuff. It's like I'm healthy enough, and then like mentally decompress when you need to be. That's a big part of health. Like wherever your brain is, you want to be some 6 year old pop being wondered how long does it take to get to your center, to your brain. Nobody asked me that question. It's the biggest analogy and metaphor that will quickly draw us to the point that that's been the longest running commercial ever on TV. But since TV ain't TV anymore, uh, the next point is nobody knows or cares where these answers come from. They just hope some dinosaur ain't trying to get up in those genes, you know? Dinosaurs getting up in genes. Maria dinosaur. Need more dinosaurs. Dinosaurs to the left. Dinosaurs to the right. Dinosaurs behind these dinosaurs forward. The bloodline and everything and such. Why people meet and greet. Care not to touch anyway. But what's up with those where touch is required of the other human being? I'm offended when you do more touching of yourself before you start to extend touch for me. As if it's some honor to be greeted and touched by anyone, except those that is a respectable human being. Just ain't no respect to give it, and have no idea what disrespect anybody has ever done to anyone. But first thing they won't do is respect the disrespectful. Like, in order to get respect, they gotta give it. And niggas started disrespecting motherfuckers across the globe. As soon as you meet, you seen his eyes lock. When we locked eyes. I spent this morning watching music videos from the 90s onto the 2000s. It was like a cool timeline. Like one random song where all those musics combined. That was like 2018 or something like that. I'm going to put on my dancing shoes. And, oh. Bundled everything up. And it was like, that was a cool playlist. Like late night, early morning, You know what? Let's start here. What song did I start with? And then it just went on. It's, it's really good. I'm just watching all the music videos. That's what started it. And the whole world is Outkast. We played all the Outkast timeline. And before they jumped on to other artists, they was just like, I bet this guy is into this. And it was just hooping. Just, and skip a song. I gotta try to remember the point I was making before I got to all that. Yeah, I definitely was talking about dinosaurs and that's the relation. Yep. And that was the relation. Um, it's so strange. Like why Pharrell? Like why did uh, a Pharrell verse of a song that played in that playlist a couple hours back ago, and then like and touching on dinosaurs and such like that, and like he wasn't so much of a dinosaur in the early 2000s. Like he was, I don't know, like high school or something, pre-college. He kept taking his shirt off in the music video, and then like in that era, like I'm in middle school, so like not watching these music videos half the time, and then I am watching these music videos, but I'm mainly like not notepad and pencil, but mentally that's going on. Like I'm singing songs, I'm trying to learn how to sing my own songs, not really sing my own songs, but try to figure out this voice of mine, and then anybody else can just do what they do and listen to songs, but like after a certain amount of like authority and enforcing stuff, songs is pretty much the most pass buyable thing for anybody to just be okay. All right, so like music videos are being played in the house growing up. All right, so you got MTV, you got VH1. This is probably like the safest place in the channel when you ain't trying to be bored by like human entertainment everywhere else. Like Bad Girls Club or the Real World or College Park. You know those shows before they before they started indoctrinating Zeus into television entertainment. Stick with, keep up. All right. So as we continue to rant, I was after all those women in those music videos. I wanted, I wanted that interaction. I wanted that interaction so bad that like these niggas was getting it in those music videos. nice blue fluorescent lights. Everybody's skin is just glowing. Probably the skin products. Everybody who uses skin products show up at this party. You gotta be an alien though. And not a clone. Or maybe it was a clone party or something. Hey, we made it out. But everybody and then so an entire lineage of playlists and songs that was playing, got close to the camera. It was a lot of now I'm back here. You don't have to worry about me being up here. And if you see me up and if it's yeah, like I don't know. I don't want to lose that part of humanity. Whereas though, like it's a music video, not a movie, because it's hours long, and then nobody knows what you're doing off scene. Like nobody's focused on that. You're aware for that. My life is like a movie. Which one? And you're gonna die at the end. So, that, is it a hood movie? The action? Is it a drama? Are you like a villain from a spin-off of Heroes? Chasing the try to get away with it. My life is like a TV show. Nobody watch. Always on. Same time. Central and Pacific. Yeah, like that was the whole programming. Like everybody was supposed to believe that these are these people life every single day. Whoa, whoa, oh, ooh, whoa, whoa, boom, whoa, whoa. It did so much FaceTime in that music video that, like, dark skin girl, you know, everybody was like, Lauren London, Lauren London. I was like, Lauren London too. She, the other one wasn't even getting noticed. Nobody wanted her. Her hair all like this. Nobody couldn't see her anyway. She the one that got him in the park. They didn't show up with him. You could have off camera that girl so bad. Like type of music video. With the rich kids with fancy camera equipment. You see it in everybody's face. It was, believing it was a party until they got told, just sit on the steps while he's singing his verse. All right, everybody there. And niggas trying to get back to the party. And Dr. Dre, he's in like he's like in like three of those songs throughout the playlist. And he's doing that rump shaker dance that like he thinks nobody see him do, but he's having a good time. You got Tupac to do it. Tupac was doing it in that song. California, the other side of it. He just featured. He was featured in the song. He spent a lot of time in California. They kidnapped him. Let me introduce you to the Wild Wild West. Hang with me, you won't be the one in the vest. See, I don't do impersonations. I'm not a good rapper. And my attempt to rap would just be like whoever style is already, you know, functioning as some type of ad lib to life being a music video, not a movie, like a TV show consisting of this mean ass playlist. Like I don't care who watching it. And, like somebody's watching it and they thought you was just like listening to a bunch of songs, but they only play a little bit. Let's say this TV show took place in the '70s, and they played all the '70s jams, and that was like literally popular. And it's just like how all the scenes get described anyway. And then like it carried on all the way to the '90s and like early 2000s. And then like nobody know this show exists, but it just keeps up with all the popular music and it does it scene by scene by scene. And then like one day somebody just like, what is this that you watching? I'm sure that was happening. What's happening? Like it was just on, and then like if anybody was watching, the children were, and then like there's this part when she started talking and talking and talking. Like who is that with so much wisdom? What is? say. Yesterday, I don't know, kind of felt like it was Wednesday. 'Cause Wednesday, that extreme day. Felt like a Saturday. I was totally aware of it to where Wednesdayness. They said, let me escape and make a day a Saturday. Did some Saturday stuff on Wednesday. It was different. It was like, because everybody thought I was some type of politician. It wasn't a regular Wednesday. Look at that. Started got me some Chinese food, some orange chicken, broccoli, lo mein. Everything was in one bowl. And then lo mein and the orange chicken was separated by the broccoli. And I started there first. I asked for chopsticks, and then it was carry out and take out, but I decided not to take it out, so I went over there over the tables. And like two seats sit right there. I was sitting at the table, so I figured family-owned restaurants, that's where the children come and they would just sit down and wait. Nobody just really sit down and eat at the Chinese restaurants. Take out, they take it out. I sat there and I ate my Chinese food, and I was eating my Chinese food, and I was really enjoying it, man. I was talking for a little bit. I didn't even mean to talk. I wasn't even supposed to be in there talking. And I started speaking Chinese, Mandarin, a little bit of Japanese, and a little bit of language of the pride land itself, this right here. Yeah. And then like, I was just fussing pretty much. And then I was translating for the woman who gave me service there at the front register. And then she, walked off, all the smiles and everything. And then the husband must have came up to the front and he's just like, who is this guy that got my wife smiling and everything? And then he served me the food. And he was like, oh, okay, I see. And he shows up and he showed me his face twice because I was just sitting over there talking anyway. You know our language is then sitting there translating us, listen to us talk shit about people. If I need to tell a story again, I want to choose that Matthew McConaughey impression. That was a good dish, man. Broccoli, orange chicken, and lo mein. I went to this hotel that was being mean about me walking in there. And they opened the door for me and tell me about what I'm up to. Just go in there, pick the guitar up, and sit there. Let's see how far I am now. And start playing the guitar. And then started singing along and made a song right there. And got mostly all the undivided attention from everybody with a face of a different nation. And then, it separated everybody who was just talking anyway while I was just splurging time with beautiful performance, and pinpoints amongst the city. Like, the whole xylophone thing. It sounded like Chi- Chinese bells, the eight bells with ding, ding, ding. It was that. And then I haven't tried the large xylophones in a while. I'm gonna go back to large xylophones. I usually play smaller xylophones. There's a lot going on that Wednesday. All because somebody wants to block their number, my number. And I don't even call it talk to that person anyway. That person is definitely the effing bridge to communication with my son. keep having him rely on devices. She don't even know how to use that well, or she sabotage it to a point where it's at least minimal time she can hear this beautiful voice of mine, as though she looked for my face. And our son is my face enough. So you get a person that don't want to see your face, hear your voice, and they forget how stupid that sounds anyway when they have a baby with you. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Most ridiculous person on the planet right now. You gonna tell me that the moon is inconsistent. With what? That time Piccolo blew it up. So Gohan went in great ape. Oh yeah, I guess it's inconsistent. That way he had to grow back and all. So we can have full moon and you know, new moon. A new moon is just a glitch in time that everyone get blown up because the great apes. That is the side of the moon where great apes can grow. You just not gonna blow up the entire moon. You can blow up the side where the great apes grow from. Ridiculous. Somebody just go outside and express all their talents via drinking. You know? I'm such a beautiful singer. I can't help myself. But times when I'm in danger, I need those nerves to stress myself so I can focus and zoom in time. And I knew my superhero thing. Nobody don't even see a thing that has to change. I will stop the time, not to be in time and recognize all the time. Don't see me in my super form, in my super suit. My metaphors will leave you in. I'll transform to those aping beings you just can't get enough of. I know, I can't help but help humanity help themselves. Help me not help them no more. So I sing a song or two, like, oh yeah, I can sing. This time I'ma do it in D major. Hopefully not sound the same. I can't help but skip some range, spending time on a simple thing. I held my notes for way too long. I dropped them all. They fumble and they got them placed in mine. So I don't worry about them all the time. I pick them up before they fall, before I start and take that fall myself. I graduated already from that place of clumsy. I don't even have to hurt myself because I don't want to hurt myself. It's better not to go to hospitals for broken bones, and you're stronger than that. I might as well just punch a wall and carefully not put a hole in it just to hear a beat, because percussion is really a savage speaking. Not for me, but for myself and all my talents, because I activated something. Speaking on it, oh yeah, it's coming. It's just time I spend alone with myself. Plus, time I spent alone with someone else. Times I spent alone, divided by subtracting it to heartaches and things that wouldn't make me sing. Probably think about random pain. Oh, currently, as the pain that goes on, my back may be sore and got a crack, and then everything I got to focus on, it will be just thinking about a back that's hurting. See, I stressed to change the sound, so like it's a continuous rant. Anyway, I could have just said all that. That's usually not available. Like something to drink. You said 2 beers, and you sip. Thanks for paying attention. Dehydration. Remember that character that everybody thought was Mickey Mouse and was a mouse. Yeah, I hate when people be getting on the internet, be like, "Well, it's not a mouse." Oh, well, technically it is a mouse, but he's supposed to represent a mouse. Shut up. It's Mickey Mouse. Steamboat Willie. You don't even draw. Shut up. I was gonna do that today. Let me draw some of my favorite comic book characters. Like I could draw them exactly what they look like, but I'm not just drawing them. I just want a really cool picture. Some fan art. Like the way I fan art, you pissed off. Let's start making comic books. They're comic books. There's one fan art, Spider Man. There's just a bunch of Spider Man, man. It's a Spider Man. He got his clothes all ripped. And he's just like, Spider Man. There's Venom. Then there's Carnage on that one. And then there's the Spider Man that's in pen. And just doing that because I forgot to do that. So it makes like you about to just do that. Up out of there. It got so weird, man. And I'm like, I'm weirder. I decided, to solitude thyself from society. Anyway, I was like, remember Steamboat Willie and Mickey Mouse? And people that keep interrupting and being like, well, it's not really much. Shut up. All right, so I looked at myself while I was engaged in genuine laughter. I was like, there it is. I looked at myself again. All the muscles contracted up here. And how you still wasn't able to catch thy eyes. As I do that about it. That is what that guy was talking about with the gloves. Supposed to represent mouse. But the human behavior will make it so that don't believe it's a mouse. Believe it's a human who is living its life like a mouse as a human experiencing what it is to be a human. And I'll be like, yo, shut up. Shut up. We don't need that explanation. To the person who just like doing that, I'm like, let people draw and figure it out. And then become really good artists. And then you picture in category how you wish to address everyone and everything according to everything you interest your brain towards to concept, what you desire to draw on pieces of paper. So you don't have to explain that Mickey Mouse is not a mouse. And then contradict yourself. And then get excited about the thought that you put a person in a Mickey Mouse costume. Uh, that's mainly why I keep laughing. Tilt my head down. I can't see me eyes. Oh, there they go. There they are. Uh, I figured it out in moments of silence. I'm gonna listen to this afterwards. I'm gonna be quiet. Okay, what happened? Rizzo, the origin story is so unnecessary. And nobody wants to figure out leaving town why somebody didn't want to be as famous as they are. I grow tired of humanity and its excuses. Your excuses to be human are totally not your human stuff. somebody watching this live anyway. There's a church and it shows up live on its own. Like I ain't go looking for it. I don't pop open the phone and there it is. Not all the time. And when I do get on there, tap on it. I don't want to give anybody the feeling. Oh, look, I'm watching. Because that's what I'm feeling right now. Anytime I do get on live and I talk, and learn. This is what folks do anyway on Facebook. Like they're ashamed of joining the live to watch you. And so many screens participate, like computers. So they're anything can be on every screen. One thing can be on all the screens. But the attention that is giving to what is on the screen amplifies the stream, the enthusiasm, the confidence, the need to go on and on and on because now you know you're addressing someone, an audience. If this audience remain as shy as they are and monitor the way they monitor as if they are the YouTube developers themselves, as if Facebook, they was all in that room with Mark Zuckerberg. and they all put Facebook together. And giving everybody access in the masters to watch. At their own discretion. That's where we at, folks. And the revolution will not be televised. Can't put it on TV before the news are trying. Whichever way you look at it, you have to accept there's a script somewhere. Certainly not a way you deliver the message, deliver anything, addressing all things, but it's the human thing to do. Like, who keeps nominating people to be president with so many skeletons in that closet? That guy nominated himself. I would run as a Republican because Democrats, if that was the case. kind of just looks like Democrats attack on Trump. Knowing he said it. And ultimately, it wasn't for people getting shot at. Exactly. You put two and two together, nobody knows who's fighting who. You see all the rain, all the stages set. That came from Outer Wild. Yeah, all the stages set. All the players, all the rules. I paraphrase it. FM radio brought to you by Jupiter's largest moon, Ganymede. Invited out, started clearing the room, walking in circles, pacing. Figured out that I thought he thought he was talking to me, and then just really thought somebody wanted to talk to me specifically in a general manner. Go outside. Go outside. When you get hit with a gust of wind, you're outside. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. And then I mentioned getting blocked, and then everybody still has their brain attack intact. You don't want to sing. Everybody don't got a brain. That's that part about you don't got nothing good to say, don't say it at all. So like, everybody got a brain intact. So like, not actually cutting a person off. The first time, cellular device users of any generation who just decided that's not how the brain communication works. So cellular devices got excited. Think about a person and they ring, 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 give you a call. You do all this thinking for me 24/7, 365. Make it so you can do all this thinking for me 24/7, 365. And not think once how much consumption and energy goes into the thinking for someone else. Yes or no, the answer, argument or no argument. But that part that was last argument and no argument is the controlling factor in the common denominator, which is human nature. Like nobody argues. You want to have this fight so you can improve your vocabulary and the words you use, and to get away and to explaining to someone else what the situation is not. And then of you became an author of the invisible book. That's how much thinking anybody could do for anyone and done nothing thinking for anyone. And if more was done for yourself, thinking for anyone, then like what will be the opposite of that author? Just the audience. You cannot be the author and the audience too. Playing both sides of a written book. Nobody will never read. What's going on up here? This part, I know y'all been watching. I wish you get to that. I wish you get to. Did I tell you how the human brain works? As we sit here and work the human brain in real time, as I know, those who watch in the silence of ninja, those who watch in the silence of the shadow, who only thinks and thoughts believe cannot be heard. And we all lost some type of spirituality. What is this? It's not become a factor. When is it not the craziest thing to ask someone who are they talking to when no one is there? Has humanity truly forgotten who used to be here physically? Who share presence no longer in flesh by thy side, or knowing when you go to a place they will be there? Blocking of the phone number is the least anyone has ever done. I could prove myself to have court by myself. I'll go and choose one of those empty ass courtrooms in the courthouses scattered around city and state, and then stand there and have court bring all the judge, the lawyer, if a witness, wants to take a stand, they more than likely going to walk into the courtroom and be like, "Sir, you can't be in here. Witness, take the stand. I'm going to be judged, but first I'm going to have my opening statement as the lawyer. You give me reasons, and your reasons alone, well, I should leave this courtroom by request, for it's empty. And if anything needed to be proven, then I say everything that has been recorded, documented, and filed according to all law, the planet, your states, your countries, your cities, your society. Already proven. And it is by your design that you want me to put in all that heavy work and research. All that is already proven. For my innocence, never to be proved by myself or anyone else by choice, but for the fact that there's already documentations, records, and recordings of all cases of arguments for the sake of authority to be withheld. And you, sir, are acting as that authority. Witness, take the stand. Your Honor. Compelling. Compelling. That's pretty good. I thought I rehearsed it already. I was trying to go for the same word and such like that. Like, nah, that was good for that time. This time I kept recognizing that, like, oh, I can say that was Spy Kids. That's the end of the movie. I made these devices, and if you can't sing, it gives you singing voices. Yeah. I can sing. I can sing. I can sing. I did that. Oh, goddamn, uncle. Well, if my mic is actually working on this one, I think I used the right holes and just wasn't plugging stuff up for the sake of plugging stuff up. And I gotta use this never to explain myself ever. I'm getting hungry. In transmission.